Good morning. It's Monday, January 17th. And the hostage situation of the synagogue outside of Fort Worth, Texas, ended what I would call very well, because the hostages got out after 11 hours unharmed, and the hostage taker was killed, shot. Either he shot himself or the authorities shot him. Not clear exactly how he died, but that ended very well. And that's all I want to say about some of the awful things that are going on in this country today. Today I'm going to talk about the subject of love bombing. Now, love bombing is a situation where the love maker, takes tremendous efforts to gain control over their partner. And there are 10 things that happen during love bombing. So I don't expect that any of us will really encounter this in the rest of our lives, but you may want to pass this information on to your grandchildren or something like that. So here goes. Number 1, they lavish you with gifts. That includes over-the-top gestures, such as sending inappropriate gifts to your job. Dozens of bouquets instead of one. Now, I never was a big flower giver, so I wouldn't do that. And then, or they buy expensive plane tickets for a vacation, and they never take no for an answer. Then number 2, they can't stop complimenting you. Now, we all crave some kind of admiration, but constant praise can make your head spin. So if somebody is expressing undying love after just a short amount of time, that's a red flag. You got to watch out. And then, of course, they bombard you with phone calls and texts. They call, they text, they message. They're on your case 24/7. The constant communication is not normal. Not normal when you're first dating. So you've got to watch out if that happens, That's like falling in love in the first date. So take note and watch out if somebody's texting early in the morning and late at night. Also, they want your undivided attention. The love bomber focuses on you and expects you to focus completely on them. This is not true love. True love does not want a total 100% focus on them alone. They respect that the other person can have other commitments and other interests beyond you. And then, of course, they try to convince you that you are a soulmate. I don't even know what soulmates really means, but we were born to be together. It's fate that we met. That's what they will try to tell you. And then, of course, they want commitment, and they want it now. So you must be ready to do what the love bomber wants immediately. They pressure you into rushing things and making big plans for the future. And they will mention things like marriage or moving in together when you've only known each other for a short while. So you've got to watch out for that. Limit the commitment if you can. And of course, the love bombers get upset when you place boundaries. If you want to slow them down and say, let's take a day off, let's not see one another, they will continue to manipulate to get what they want. Someone who legitimately cares will respect your wishes and back off. Love bombers also get upset about any boundaries with regard to access to you or you accepting their displays of love. So you've got to watch out for that. And then, of course, the love bomber is overly needy. No matter how much time and access you give them, it's never enough. So if you leave them on the doorstep at a date or something and then they call you 10 minutes later, they expect you to be on the phone. And maybe we give you an expensive phone so they can constantly be in contact with you. And they overwhelm you with their intensities. They never turn down the charm and always seem to be running on all the cylinders. You never know what to expect from one moment to the next. And you have to feel pressured around the clock. Actually, next is they make you feel unbalanced. You know, the first burst of love can be, let's call it intoxicating. But then he's got you waiting for the other shoe to drop. So it ain't a good situation. And then the last thing, the bottom line is that if you're in the early stages of a relationship and everything feels like it's happening too soon, it probably is. Remember, falling in love should be savored, not rushed. I don't know if I even remember when we fell in love. It was a time, a different time in a different place, and it took time to recognize the fact that we were really in love. So the bottom line is you've got to be sure. And they even recommend seeing a mental therapist, although I don't know if that's the right thing to do. I don't need a psychiatrist telling me that I'm not in love or I was in love, and I don't think other people should necessarily need that kind of help also. So just remember that love is respect for each other, and you don't have to be in constant contact to be in love. And that's all I have for this morning, and I wish that all of you had a great love life. I did. Bye.